We graduate Friday.
On Friday, okay,
Yes.
so that's coming up. How are you feeling right
I'm
now?
very excited. This is what we've been training for these past 8 months, and I'm really excited to get out there on the streets.
And you had prior knowledge about this Chiefs run before today, correct?
Yes, sir. Every year at the end of the academy, the chief does a run to the memorial. It's a really exciting feeling knowing that you're towards the end. It's also a very sombering one, remembering our fallen officers.
I was gonna say, while you are on this run, are you gonna be thinking about anything? Maybe thinking about the end, graduation, and the shoes that you'll be filling.
I'm definitely thinking about the end and the shoes that we'll be filling. It's still a lot to learn. It's going to be a long road ahead, and I'm really excited to take on all those challenges. And also during this run, it's one to remember our fallen officers here in Austin, and that lays heavy on my heart knowing that they made the greatest sacrifice for our city.
Does that almost do you feel a weight put on your shoulders? Knowing that you're now going to be becoming an officer yourself and are going to go out into the public.
There's definitely a weight to that, but I think we all know that's the risk that we take. That's what we are telling the community, that we're willing to take those risks to keep them safe, to protect the citizens here. And that's something, it's good to keep in your mind because of the dangers that we're going to face, but that's what we've been training for, and I feel the Academy has done a great job of preparing us for that.
And this isn't a solo run. You're running not by yourself. Kind of talk about that. The fact that you're going to be out there with other cadets, and I almost see this as an opportunity for y'all to even come closer.
Yeah, it's definitely been a bonding experience. I feel like I've spent more time with my fellow cadets these past 8 months than I have with my own family. We've been sitting next to each other, been sweating together, been studying together, and it's definitely brought us close. And doing this run together with them is it's very heartwarming, knowing that we've come this far together and that we're going to be working together, and I look forward to that.
Uh, uh, some personal questions. Are you from Austin? Or are you from somewhere else coming here?
We've lived lots of cities. I went to UT here and stayed in Austin since I graduated college.
Does that kind of contribute to your factor of excitement that you're staying in Austin and will be serving Austin?
Definitely, definitely. I love the idea of serving the community you live in. I like knowing the city. I like knowing the people. I like that they know that I'll be here to protect them along with all the other cadets and other officers out on the streets.
Is there anything maybe you want to say to the general public? Just knowing that you'll be serving them.
Just that I really look forward to working with them, and I really hope that not just myself, but the entire APD can work even closer with the community. I know that so far we've had really strong relationships with the community and ties with members of the community, and I just really hope that we as cadets can fill those shoes and continue to uphold that deep service that APD has to offer.
And just more on the background, what got you into all this?
It's really a funny story. So I was previously a stay-at-home mom, so I was kind of the odd duck out. But serving is something I've always wanted to do, and I found APD and law enforcement, and that really was my passion to serve in the community.
Is there anything about that kind of jumped out to you to grab on? Was it the sort of service to the community aspect, helping people aspect, and anything that made you jump this way?
My true desire, yeah, was being detectives and kind of child abuse and trafficking. You hear about that so often going on in ports or big cities, but it happens here as well. And that's something I truly have a passion for, and I hope to one day promote into a detective in one of those divisions and put an end to that.
Do you think that kind of comes, from being a mother?
It definitely does. When you see children hurt, you can put your children in that place, and definitely tugs at your heartstrings, but somebody has to be the voice for them. And as hard as that position is, those kids have nobody else to speak for them. And so the detectives currently that are doing that job, I am very impressed with and very proud of, and I hope that I can be part of that someday.
Awesome. Anything else you'd like to say maybe about the run? Is there anything you'll be thinking about when you get to the memorial, or are you expecting to hear from the chief or anything like that?
Yeah, the chief is going to be running with us. We're going to be at the memorial. We're going to be reading off the list of names from the fallen officers, and the chief is going to be saying some words of encouragement for us as before we hit the streets next week.
Anything about that experience, that it's so close?
It's definitely exciting and nervous. It's a mix of emotions, but everybody keeps telling us we'll be fine. So I tell myself that as well. And the chief has really great words of encouragement and has been very supportive of us throughout the entire academy. So I'm looking forward to that.